beautiful Maker's Mark Distillery in Loretta, Kentucky. And I am privileged to be sitting here with the Maker's Mark Master Distiller, Blake Layfield, who we've worked with for quite some time now. And we are here talking about one of the more interesting whiskeys to come out of Maker's Mark. And actually, according to Whiskey Advocate, it is a very exciting whiskey of 2025. So congratulations on the accolades. I can say that this product absolutely deserves it. It is one of my favorites. And I say it's interesting because traditionally, and for those of you who don't know, Maker's Mark has been very, I don't want to say by the book in a negative way, but it's been, we make one thing, we age it, and we put it in a bottle. But your aging process is unique to the industry in the sense that you rotate the barrels. So with this product, it undergoes that aging process, but something else special happens. Can you kind of tell us about what Cellar Aged is all about?
Yeah, sure. So Maker's Mark Cellar Aged had its inaugural debut in 2023. And for many years, people had asked for an older version of Maker's Mark. And we resisted that ask because we were following our founder's taste vision. When Maker's Mark was created in 1953 by Bill and Marcia Samuels, they wanted to create a bourbon that was warm, that was inviting, that was pleasant, full flavored, complex and rich, but that didn't have astringency and bitterness, something that you didn't have to work to like. And they viewed many of the bourbons at the time as being bold and having some harshness and some astringency that you had to work to like. So they made their perfect whiskey. They chose a series of unconventional choices from our mash bill, which contains wheat, when the vast majority of bourbon producers at the time chose rye, from our distillery, which is a distillery that was created in the early 1800s. It's a national historic landmark distillery, through our age to taste philosophy to maintain that approachability. And it wasn't until 2016 that we had the ability to make an older Maker's Mark, and that was due to the creation of our cellar. And the cellar maintains a really consistent temperature, 50 degrees Fahrenheit or less.
When we look at all these different barrel extractives, tannин's something we generally have to kind of keep under control. And with a lower entry proof like Maker's Mark has, tannin loves water. And it can run the risk with these extra long aged bourbons of getting a little too tannic. So this cellar that was created for a completely different product altogether is just absolutely perfect for taking Maker's Mark and adding some more years onto it without fear of getting that extra tannin bite.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I think that bourbon doesn't have a specific range for when the tannic odor really happens. Right. It depends on your choices, your mash bill, your distillation, your entry proof, how long you age it. And that's why we had the philosophy of aged to taste, because we're always pursuing a taste vision. But 2025 edition of Cellar Aged features some of our oldest whiskeys to ever come out of the distillery, a blend of 14, 13, and 11-year-old whiskeys coming in at just over 56% alcohol by volume.
Unbelievable. Well, Blake, thank you for sharing this amazing whiskey with us, and cheers to future releases. Where can we find this?
So this is available in the US, and it typically releases in the September timeframe. And you can definitely find it here at the distillery. You can find it sometimes as an Easter egg in our gift shop, but certainly through the Cellar Aged tour. You can also find it nationally in your local alcohol store, and you can find it internationally in the UK, in GTR, Japan, Australia. So you can look out for this all around the world.
So what you're telling me is if you are ever looking for an excuse to come to Loretto and visit Maker's Mark, this is it.
You don't need an excuse. You should just come see us. But should we give this a try?
Let's give it a try. Cheers.
It's good to see you,
buddy. Good to see you, my friend. Mighty fine.
So for me, I get a ton of dark brown sugar, dark citrusy cherries on the mid palate, and that finish is just really long and complex. You get a ton of viscosity and mouthfeel, and that finish lasts a really long time with those warm holiday baking spices that is our signature at Maker's Mark.
I'm not even going to try to challenge those tasting notes, so that just painted a perfect picture. Leave it right there. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Cheers, y'all. And remember that the world's best whiskey made with some of the world's best barrels.